she called a therapist for me, which I probably needed for 10 years now, and I started taking some antidepressants, and I started feeling a lot better. I got clean, I stopped smoking pot for a couple of days. So, so it's about a week later, the medication is kicking in, I feel good. And so it was February 3rd, I'm driving back to work after my lunch break. And there was a song on my iPod playing called Science vs. Romance by Rilo Kiley. It's one of my favorite songs. And I did what I always did whenever those songs came on, a girly song came on. I would roll up the windows, turn the volume down, and sing quietly to myself. But I was in a good mood, so I was like, that's kind of weird. Why would I do that? Why have I been doing that for my whole life? And I don't know, maybe it was because of the antidepressants. My whole life flashed before my eyes. I started remembering all these things that I had suppressed for years. The three memories come to mind. Number one, I was 4 years old, and it was my first heartbreak because I wanted to play with this pink carousel set. It was like, like little horses and stuff at my cousin's house. And my parents didn't let me play it. I just tried to reach for it on top of the refrigerator. Please let me play it. Boys don't play with that. I don't know what that meant. Can I please play with it? They said no, and they screamed at me for wanting to even do it. And that was my first disappointment in my life. And then I remembered when I was like around 9 years old, I was listening to Part of Your World, the Little Mermaid song, right? And I would listen to it literally 40 times a day. I just like listened to it over, but I wouldn't let anyone look at my CD player to see what I was listening to. And I'd cry, like I resonate with this girl so much. And then the third memory was 1996 Summer Olympics, women's gymnastics. I had a crush on one of the gymnasts named Dominic Moceanu, and I wanted to dance like the female gymnast, so I started dancing around like the neighborhood, and people laughed, and they said, no, you can't do that, you're being gay. And I said, but I like a girl, so how can that be gay? And my dad's just like, well, if you do girly things, then you're gay. And I'm like, all right, I don't know why that makes any sense. Turns out I am gay, but just not in the way he thought I was. I am. He was right, but just for the wrong reasons. And then I just started remembering all these little moments about, like, my female friends would paint my nails, and I would hold their purses, and it astounded me that I suppressed all this. You know what I mean? Like, so many memories, and I just, like, what if I just said it out loud? What if I just said out loud, I think I'm meant to be a woman? And I said it out loud, and I started crying for about 20 minutes straight, and my body was shivering. I'm not religious, but it's the closest to a religious experience I've ever felt. And part of the reason I was crying was because I had to go clock back into work. And so I'm just learning all these changes, and I go on, and I do what any good partner does. I come out to my girlfriend on Facebook Messenger, hey, I'm a woman. And then I went and I posted a Facebook status, hey, I'm transgender, and got a lot of likes on it, One big perk about coming out as transgender, you get a lot of Facebook likes. So, if you like that kind of stuff,